Hey there, and welcome. So, you want to chat in German, right? But where do you even begin? It's a feeling we all know, but today, that's going to change. We're going to unlock the three essential kinds of questions that will let you have your very first, really simple and totally successful conversation in German. Let's dive in.
So, how do you start a conversation in German? Yeah, it can feel super intimidating looking at a new language, but here's the secret. You don't need to memorize a dictionary's worth of phrases. The real answer is actually pretty simple, and it follows a really clear pattern. It all comes down to mastering one special type of question.
And the answer lies in what Germans call Lehrfragen, or, W questions. Seriously, think of these as your conversational master keys. Each one starts with the letter W, like in English, and they're designed to get you real information, not just a boring yes or no. They are literally built to open the door and get the other person talking.
All right, first up, we're breaking the ice. And for that, we're going to use our first key, the word V. Now, this one's a bit of a multi-tool because it can mean how or what. Let's see how it works.
Okay, first things first, you gotta ask for their name. It's the most basic thing, right? Now, if you're talking to a friend, someone your age, maybe a classmate, you'll use the informal, friendly Wie heißt du? But if you're talking to a professor, your boss, or just showing respect, you'll switch to the formal Wie heißen Sie? See that little switch from du to Sie? It's a small word, but it's a huge deal in German culture. And hey, here's a pro tip. Notice how the verb changes too? Heißt for du and heißen for Sie? Keep an eye on that pattern.
So, what about you? How do you answer? Well, you've got a couple of super easy options. You can say, Ich heiße, and then your name, which kind of means I am called. Or you can go with mein Name is, which is exactly like my name is. Both are totally perfect. So you could say, Ich heiße Anna, or my name is David. Easy, right?
Okay, you've got the names down. What's next? Naturally, you're going to ask how they're doing. And once again, you've got that informal/formal split. For a friend, a quick Wie geht es dir is perfect. And honestly, most people just shorten it to Wie geht's. But in that formal situation, you'll want to use Wie geht es Ihnen. That little change from dir to Ihnen shows all the respect.
And when they ask you, you've got a ton of super simple one-word answers. No need for a whole sentence. If you're feeling awesome, you can say Danke, prima. Thanks, great. Or just Danke, good for good. If you're just kind of so-so, Es geht es is the perfect it's okay. And if it's a rough day, well, you can just say schlecht for bad. These are totally natural.
Believe it or not, our trusty key we can also be used to ask someone's age. Now, this one is pretty much always informal because asking a stranger their age can be a little direct. So, with a friend, the phrase is Wie alt bist du? See the bist du in there? That's our clue that this is for a casual chat. And the answer is a simple fill in the blank. The structure is Ich bin, then your age, and you finish with Jahre alt. So if you're 13, you'd say Ich bin 13 Jahre alt. It's just I am, the number, and years old. Super straightforward. Awesome, you've totally broken the ice. Now it's time to dig a little deeper, to find out their story. And for that, we need our next two keys. Woher, which means where from, and wo, which just means where. Now, they sound almost the same, but trust me, they unlock very different bits of information. So let's tackle woher first. This little word is all about roots, where someone comes from originally. Think city, country, that kind of thing. For a buddy, you'll ask, woher kommst du? In a more formal setting, it's woher kommen Sie? This is all about where their journey started. And the answer? Just as straightforward. Ich komme aus, and then you just pop in your country or city. For instance, ich komme aus Indien or ich komme aus Deutschland. It just clearly states where you're from. Now, let's look at its cousin, wo. This one's different. It's not about the past. It's about right now. Where do you live today? Informally, you'd ask, wo wohnst du? And formally, you guessed it, wo wohnen Sie? So just remember, woher is for your origin story and wo is for your current address. Answering is a piece of cake. It's just Ich wohne in, followed by your city. So ich wohne in Berlin, for example. This tells the person where you call home right now. It's a subtle difference from where you come from, but it's a really important one. Okay, so we've got our keys. Wie, woher, and wo. But how do you make sure you're using them right every single time without getting confused? Well, guess what? There are just two golden rules. That's it. Two simple rules for how these keys work. This is the secret sauce, the foolproof formula. Rule number one,
The W word, like vou, vi, or woher, always, and I mean always, goes first, no exceptions. And rule number 2, the verb slots right into second place. Take our example, wo wohnst du? See, wo is number 1, the verb wohnst is number 2. If you follow these 2 rules, you can build these questions perfectly every single time.
Whew, that was a lot, I know. So let's pull it all together into your very own personal cheat sheet. This is everything you need, all in one place, to have that first conversation. This is the stuff you can actually use, like today.
Let's just do a quick role play, right? Here's how it would go down. You'd start with their name, wie heißt du? And they'd answer, ich heiße. Then you'd check in, wie geht es dir? And you'll probably hear back, danke, gut. You could ask about their story with, woher kommst du? And they'll say, ich komme aus. And finally, you ask where they live now, wo wohnst du? And the answer is, ich wohne in. And boom, that's it. That's the heart of your first real chat. And that really brings us full circle, back to that whole idea of keys. Learning these questions isn't just about memorizing some words from a textbook. It's like someone just handed you a set of keys. You now have the actual tools to open the door to a new culture, a new country, and connect with brand new people. So there you have it. The keys are literally in your hand. You know how to use them. The only question left is, whose door are you going to unlock first? Viel Erfolg. Good luck.